Hello, everyone. It is Pat with Angel Divination with our reading for the weekend of March 3rd and 4th, 2012. So we have the threes in the day today. The threes are all about the ascended masters. That's their energies. Ascended masters being those divinities who have lived a human lifetime and attained either enlightenment or such spiritual purity during their lifetime um, that they still actually, stay close to the earth and help humanity in ways. And these are ones we know to be the saints um, in in the Christian religions, but also other ones. Um, you know, Kuan Yin from the Asian religions, Buddha, any divinity that has or is known to have had an earthly lifetime, and they act as intermediaries. They understand what earthly life is like, and also how to attain um, that spiritual enlightenment, that spiritual pathway during our human lifetime. So, but where it's the weekend, it is our time to tune into the earth energies with, the fairy card decks and, of course, the earth magic oracle card deck by Stephen Farmer. So, since we had, and I want to send thoughts and prayers out to those areas and the people in those areas of the United States. It's more the South and the East in the United States that suffered through those devastating storms and tornadoes that occurred all through yesterday afternoon and last night. And our thoughts and prayers go out to them and their families and their towns. Um, so we'll keep them. We'll keep that in our, and to people who are in anywhere in the world suffering from loss of home, loss of environment, um, you know, sending prayers their way so they can get the help and the support that they need. Okay, so let's see what the Earth Magic. We'll start out with the Earth Magic card deck today and see what message it holds for us. Tuning into Mother Earth. Oh, okay, there is a jumper here, a couple of jumpers. Okay, so what's come out is strength, and it shows here. It's a view of the mountains in the photo, maybe with a lake beneath them. And the other card that's come out is perspective, and it's the sort of the view of the Milky Way. Okay, and what I think when I look at and tune into those cards for us this weekend, the mountain card says to me that it's as we continue to face the different earth changes that go on, not just the ones that have occurred this weekend, but throughout the rest of the year that we may encounter. It's going to require kind of digging deep for us into that inner strength that we all have, okay? And it's, not just that we have individually, but the strength, and it's sort of a rediscovery of the strength that we have of connecting with other people in community. If you've been listening to the weather reports that have gone on and the reports of these areas that have been devastated by these tornadoes, you see that there is a great deal of gallantry and helping out your neighbor that's going on, which is it's a really wonderful thing to see. And that is, it is a strength, it is a foundation, and it's a new one that we're going to be moving forward with. It is the basis of a new normal that we need to develop, and because I do feel that there is just intense energies around this weekend, and so what we may find occurring is that if there's a situation that's already kind of brewing that maybe isn't in the highest and best good for us, it will reach a crisis point so that it can be purged and healed. And so I sort of feel like going forward from now, and there's going to be a new normal. And that new normal is going to be hopefully built upon a foundation of strength. It's going to require inner strength as well as the strength in numbers that we find from reaching out and connecting to and helping out our neighbors. Um, and the Milky Way perspective card has to do with a change in perspective. When devastating things happen to us, either a personal occurrence in our own personal life that really turns us upside down, or whether it's something like what's occurring now with earth changes, and it really just uproots your whole sense of what you thought your life was. It completely changes your perspective. It humbles you in a way and makes you look at life in a whole different way. I'm sure there's many people out there who can attest to having maybe life-threatening illnesses or something in their world really significantly changed, and it made them look at things in a whole different way and look at what they valued and what mattered most to them. Okay, and I feel that's what these cards are speaking to today. There's a new perspective coming in here, and one that comes from also realizing that, yeah, I mean, we're not, as a human people, we've really grown and expanded our populations on this earth, and we've made, um, you know, but it's the new perspective that may come in is that we're not infallible. We are still very fragile, and we are subject in large degree to the whims of nature. When you have natural occurrences like tornadoes, earthquakes, volcanoes, and things that go on like that, modern science can't protect us from everything. And we are there's a great big world out there. It's kind of like when you get a new perspective when you feel small standing next to the very big ocean. And it's kind of like that. There's a new perspective coming in. And if you look at this picture, it's got the bright circle and the concentric rings that are going out around it. It's a realization, perhaps a new one, of our place in the universe. That may be occurring. So as I look at those cards, that's what I get from it. Now let's see what the magical messages of the fairies. Aha. That lovely "You've Got the Power" card. It says, use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. And that's what comes from the strength. When you realize your inner strength and your connection to the divine and your manifesting power and abilities, you can dig deep and use your own abilities to turn things around and to help resolve a situation for you. I mean, in this photo or in this picture, the fairy is really walking, she's doing a little balancing act, walking on a very thin tightrope. And sometimes, whether your area has been devastated by a natural occurrence or not, there may just be other situations in your life that make you feel like you're walking a tightrope right now, and with a very delicate balancing act. And so, with the shifts and energetic shifts and changes that are occurring, that's not that unusual. But this card is urging us to remember that you can get through it. You've got the power. You've got the strength, as the strength card suggests. And so hang in there. And, you are, this fairy, as she's walking across, she's, looking down at where she's walking, but she also has these other little butterflies fluttering around her, giving her some guidance. And, that's how God and the angels are for you. They're watching out for you. They're hanging around you there, whispering guidance to you as you go along. So it's a matter of paying attention to that, and you will make it through. You've got the power. Things will work out. And lastly, let's hear from the healing fairies cards. Okay. The card that came out for this is Look Inside Yourself, because that's where the answers truly lie. When you need to find that strength, when you need to dig deep and know that you are strong within and without, it takes looking inside yourself. And, that's where that's where you get the power. That's where you get the strength. That's where you get the new perspective. You get it from looking inside yourself, from looking within, and becoming willing to know yourself. So, this may involve some meditation and quiet time on your part, and or taking some time outdoors in nature, where there's quietness, and you can really just sit with your own thoughts, observing where they're going, your own feelings, observing what they are, and that's the key to it. Really, is the observation. Um, so, the fairies are really, and the earth elements are giving us the signposts. They're pointing us in the new direction that we're going to be going in, and so take heart. And let's see, where does this fairy want to go? I'll put her next to perspective, because when you want to gain a new perspective, it really is about looking inside yourself, looking within. So I hope you have a lovely and safe weekend. And many blessings to you, and continue to spread love and light, peace, stay clear, stay grounded, and we will see what plays out this weekend. And I'm hoping and praying for your safety and well-being. So take care, and we'll speak with you on Monday.